What if I told you that the frantic race you're probably in, the race to get the best grades, have the most friends, rack up the most impressive activities, basically prove you're amazing and have it all figured out, is not only exhausting, but it might actually be setting you up to feel lost later? What if the things you're most worried about right now are the things that will matter least in just a few short years? When I was your age, my world revolved around a few key things: grades, popularity, getting into the right college. What did people think of me? Did I have enough likes? Was I wearing the right thing? Did I sound smart enough? My entire sense of self-worth felt like it was balanced on this precarious Jenga tower built from external validation. A bad grade felt like the end of the world. An awkward social moment felt like a permanent stain on my reputation. The pressure to have the right answer when adults asked about my future plans was immense. I felt like I had to present this perfect, polished version of myself who had everything under control. I spent so much energy trying to build and maintain that Jenga tower, trying to be the person I thought everyone else wanted me to be, trying to collect achievements like badges, thinking they would somehow add up to success or happiness. Then, inevitably, you leave that structured environment of high school. Maybe you go to college, maybe you start working, maybe you travel, and suddenly, the rules change. The things that gave you validation before, the specific grades, the social hierarchies of school, they start to fade in importance. Nobody cares nearly as much about your high school GPA or who you sat with at lunch. The Jenga tower starts to wobble because the ground rules shifted. And that's when it hit me, probably around age 21, 22, and it's only gotten clearer since. I'd spent years optimizing for a game that was about to end. I'd practiced being really good at getting external approval, but I hadn't practiced figuring out what I actually liked, what I was curious about, or how to handle things when there wasn't a clear right answer or a grading rubric. I hadn't built much of an internal compass because I was too busy looking at everyone else's map. Here's the realization that took me way too long. Your teenage years are not about proving yourself. They are about discovering yourself. And discovery is messy. It involves trying things and not being good at them. It involves being awkward. It involves changing your mind. It involves realizing that what you thought was cool last year isn't cool anymore to you. It involves finding out what makes you feel engaged, curious, alive, completely separate from whether it looks impressive on a college application or gets likes on Instagram. The frantic need to appear perfect and have it all figured out right now, that's the trap. It suffocates the exploration that's supposed to happen during these years. You end up choosing subjects, activities, even friends based on perceived status rather than genuine interest. And then you might wake up at 25, like I almost did, realizing you built a life based on a character you were playing, not on who you actually are. So what can you do right now, knowing this? Dare to be unimpressive sometimes. Try things purely out of curiosity, even if they seem random or won't look good anywhere. Learn that weird skill. Join that obscure club. Read that book that nobody else is reading. The goal isn't the outcome. It's the process of trying and learning what resonates with you. Decouple your worth from external metrics. Grades matter for options, yes, but they don't define your intelligence or worth. Likes are fleeting. Genuine connection isn't. Actively remind yourself that your value isn't tied to these external numbers. Focus on effort, learning, kindness instead. Embrace the awkwardness of learning. You will suck at new things. You will feel awkward trying to connect with new people. That's not failure. That's the entry fee for growth. Don't let the fear of not being instantly amazing stop you from starting. Pay attention to your curiosity. What genuinely pulls your attention when nobody's grading you? What do you Google late at night? What makes you lose track of time? Nurture those sparks, however small or impractical they seem. That's your internal compass trying to speak. Trust me, building that internal compass, learning what you value, developing resilience by trying and sometimes failing, figuring out how you want to contribute. That's infinitely more valuable than spending these years just trying to impress everyone else. The pressure you feel is real, but you don't have to buy into it completely. Give yourself permission to explore, to be messy, to not have all the answers. Your 25-year-old self will thank you. You've got this. It's your life. Start practicing driving it now. Thanks for watching. Is there anything else I can help you with?